All right, number 10, we have a probability question, and it says, how many times would you expect the spinner to not land on blue if the spinner is spun 80 times? Justify your prediction. So the first thing that we need to do is just ask ourselves, if we were going to spin the spinner one time, what would be the probability of not landing on blue? So remember, to find probability, we write the number of favorable outcomes out of total outcomes, total possible outcomes. So here, our favorable outcome, or what we want to happen, is to not land on blue. So I'm going to look at my spinner, and I'm going to see how many options there are to not land on blue. So that would be any color but blue. So we've got red, 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 and white here. So I know there are 4 favorable outcomes. I've got red, 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 and white. So that's 4. Of total possible outcomes is how many options there are on the spinner. So if we count, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total outcomes. So the probability, if we were going to spin it one time, would be 4 out of 8. But the question asks us, if we spin it 80 times, how many times would we expect it to not land on blue? So now we just have to set up a proportion, and we already have one side of our ratio, or one ratio set up. We know 4 out of 8, and now we just want to know out of 80, how many times would we expect to land not on blue? And I see a relationship here. I know I can multiply 8 times 10 to get 80. So I can multiply 4 times 10, and that would give me 40. So I would expect to not land on blue 40 times if I were to spin the spinner 80 times.